and welcome back to JKTreasures. If we haven't met before, I'm Jenny and I'm the owner at JKTreasures. I have done a few videos previously which have shown you around some of the silver, gold, gem set, fine jewellery, fashion jewellery that I have for sale on the webpage. But today is a slightly different video that is looking at why I have different prices on my different selling platforms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of make up a piece of jewellery and say, I bought that jewellery for £420. And I'm going to say, if you offered me £500 for it, plus let's add £775 because that is the Royal Mail special delivery cost for sending insured jewellery, which I always used. Then we've got an item at £420. You're going to offer me £500 or £507.75, which includes postage. And I'm going to show you why I can do that on some of my platforms and why I can't on others. So what I'm going to start with my eBay platform, selling platform. I sell as JKTreasures. I've got a JKTreasures shop on eBay. I have been selling on eBay successfully as a private seller for a few years now, and I've probably had a combination of over 3,000 positive reviews. As you will likely be aware if you sell on eBay, over the last few months, I suppose, they've really been cracking down on private sellers who actually really are business sellers. And I am a business seller, so I've now set up a business account. It's more they've been forced by HMRC to do this for tax purposes. I've always been paying my tax, so I didn't realise that there was a problem with being private, not business. That's another story. Anyway, so I am now on a business account called JKTreasures, and my prices on my eBay platform are a lot higher than on my other two platforms, and I'm going to explain that to you. So I've used this item, I bought this item for £420, and I said in my description earlier on, you've offered me 500. Now that's because we're talking about eBay. My other two platforms, it's not an offer. This would be listed at 500. But say I've got this on a lot higher and you've come through and you sent me an offer and said 500. So 500, I've added the 775 postage. I've got this 575. Now eBay straight away will take off 14.9% off that. That is their final value fee, which means they've taken £74.50 off what you've just given me. There's also a 0.35% regulatory operating fee, which comes off that original price. So that's £1.78. Then there's a 30p fixed value fee, which comes off everything you sell, 30p. And then what I didn't realise is that, so come off so far is £76.58. Then they charge VAT on that, 20% VAT. Now that's another £15.32. So this 14.9% actually goes way up over 18% in the end, and the total deductions off that are £91.90. Okay, so what I actually get, you have paid me £507.75. What I actually get paid is £408.10. So I will come back to this later with a bit of a comparison, but let's now look at my Etsy store. Now, on Etsy, I'm as JKTreasures Jewellery because JKTreasures was already taken. I've only just set up on there because I'm selling my vintage items through it. I'm struggling really to get any sort of sales on it because at the moment I have no reviews at all, and understandably people like reviews. But if you did want to buy off my Etsy site and you wanted a little bit of, feedback on how I do with my business, then go and have a look at the eBay store. because that's got over 500 views on my on positive reviews on my feedback there. So if that helps you, go and have a look. But Etsy, they actually charge, estimate wise, 10.57% in fees, which means that on that purchase I would have lost £53.70. So what I actually get paid from your £507.75 is £454.05. So what I ended up doing, because of these different fees and them taking such big chunks of my revenue, I've recently set up my own webpage at JKTreasures.co.uk. Again, it's struggling to get off the ground. Well, it's a new business, so being found is an issue. People trust in it again because of reviews. So please, go to eBay. Like I said, look at my feedback. But there, the only fee I really have to worry about is the payment fee, which is around 2%. So 2%, say you pay by credit card, that comes off. That's £10.16 off the £507.75, meaning I actually get paid £497.59. So let's summarise what we've gone through now. I need to sort of just add that everything we've talked about so far have been once the item has sold. So these are fees after selling the item. I do also have monthly fees for my shop on eBay, monthly fee for my JKTreasures site on Shopify, and with Etsy you pay 16 pence every item that you list. That lasts for 4 months. If you don't sell the item, you've got to relist it, another 16 pence an item. So there are other fees in the background that need to be taken into consideration when working out your asking price. So with eBay, as you've probably already noticed, they've taken £91.90 off. Now, I bought this ring for £420, and after you paid for it, I've actually only got £408.10. That means I've lost £11.90. Forgetting the other fees, I've now lost £11.90, which means I can't sell it at £500. I'd have to sell it at £520 at least to make, just to break even. So there's just no point in that. That's not a business. So eBay, I am going to have to really increase my prices just to be able to make any form of decent profit. Now with Etsy, I had to pay out £53.70, and that meant that I actually made a profit of £34.05. So I've paid at 420 and I've made £34.05 on that. So I could sell that ring at 50, well, I'm saying it's a ring, that ring at £500. So eBay has got to be way higher. Etsy, I could set it at 500, maybe even a little bit lower, and make what I class as being a decent enough profit for me. But on my website, I actually make a profit of £77.59. Now, to me, that is an amazing profit, and I'm not looking to make that sort of profit per item. So what I would do is I would lower my price, and you will find the prices on my website a decent amount lower. So you're getting a better price, I'm still making a profit, and yeah, it makes sense really, doesn't it? So that is why I am just trying to point out to you why I have quite high prices on eBay, I have slightly lower prices on Etsy, and I have much lower prices on my webpage. I hope it all makes sense to you. If you'd like to make any comments, please be polite. You know, please write them in the comment section. If you've enjoyed this video, if it's helped you in any way, please give it a like and maybe subscribe. And in future, not too long now, I'll go back to the normal and have a look at some of the jewellery that I've got for sale on jktreasures.co.uk. Bye, see you again.